I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. The weekend's upon us. Got a beautiful, beautiful sauce to review today. I'm super excited about it. Tannenbaum, Botanical. Just fell in love with this company. But before I do, I got to tell you something. I'm really bad at this. I'll bet you there are 50 chili shirts already in Australia at Bree's place, waiting for my arrival. I'll bet you there's 150 shirts, 150 shirts in there. I bet you I wear 10, 15, no more. I got a ton of shirts and I'm busting out pulleys. So I'm gonna start wearing a bunch more shirts. I don't know why, I'm just a creature of habit. Creature of habit. Anyway, so Mr. Tannenbaum, he was next to me at the booth. Our booth was here. He was here at the Weekend of Fire at Jungle Gems. He's just, the first day, it was funny, the first day he wasn't there. He had one of his workers there. Tried a bunch of the sauces and just straight up, instantaneously fell in love with all of them. So, a thumbnail before I take the top off. I don't know, it could be the thumbnail, right? What's a thumbnail anyway? The first 5 years of the channel, I didn't even do a thumbnail. I don't know if you know this. If you're a content creator, you know this. But when you upload a video, it gives you 3 choices. I just pick one. You should just pick one. Didn't matter what it was. First 5 years of the channel, didn't know what I was doing. Anyhow, that could be your thumbnail. This is one of his. So the first day he was not there. The second day he showed up. Now I had already tried all of his sauces. So the second day I was like, I'm buying all of them. I bought every sauce he had. He's just a good guy. He was super fun to talk to. You know, the flavor profiles of the sauces are so stupendous. Let me, real quick. These are the first 2 I've reviewed. This one is blueberry, sumac, and cinnamon. This one is strawberry, mint, basil. They're both so delicious. In fact, when this video is over, I'm doing a bagel. I might even do 2 bagels today. I'm going to use the sauces, but they're just amazing sauces. So when I met him, I remember thinking, like this one here is pineapple, rosemary, turmeric. I said to him, you know, I make sauce, we make sauce, you know, and we make products. And I'm always thinking, right? I'm like, do you bump your head? How do you think like this? You know, he's just a really cool guy. You know what he said? He's like, I'm a retired librarian. I read a lot about flavor profiles, what certain things go with other things and pairs well. He's just a genius. The labels are beautiful. The bottles are classy. It's Tannenbaum's Botanical hot sauce. And they're just, listen, the ingredients are all habanero based. So as far as the heat source. So if you're just somebody who's brand new, I'm talking to you. This is still your sauce. I kid you not. None of these are punishing. I know you watch me do what I do and you're like, wow, easy. No, I can't. No. My go-to for sauces, my go-to sauces are mild to medium. True story. Mild to medium. Mild if you're a chili head, medium if you're not. But anybody can eat this. All right? So here are the ingredients. Apple cider vinegar, sugar, pineapple, pectin, water, habanero, turmeric, rosemary, and black pepper. It's vegan. I haven't dropped the dad joke in a while. People, it's gluten-free. So when you buy this from Tannenbaum's Botanical, they throw that gluten in there for nothing. There's no gluten. You know, early on when I used to tell that joke, I didn't start by saying there's no gluten. Obviously, I thought it was a joke, right? I had people email me, make nasty comments. It's a joke. It's my gluten joke. Anyway, it's, you know what? It's almost like nectar. This stuff is so good. Super excited to put this on a bagel. I still have one more to do. Or is it 2? I was gonna walk around the corner. I won't do that to you. Nothing's worse than leaving the frame of camera. I lose the points for League of Fire. Some people are new going, what do you say? People that have been around a while, they're like, yeah, he does. I bet I've lost more points at League of Fire than most people have scored. Just seem to fracture rules all the time. Oh. The aroma is so good. You just get a hint of the vinegar. It's not vinegar dominant. You really get the pineapple. The rosemary right here. The mouth is watering. The way they, just so you know, the way they sampled their sauce, they had a plate there with little squares of brownies. And they made the brownies with this in the brownies. But you get a little toothpick, you put a little bit on it, or put it on a spoon and put a little bit on top of the piece of brownie, and it was so good. I said to I think I told him too, but the first day I'm like, you're a genius. This is a brilliant way to sample stuff. All right, so here we go. Here's the pour, and this is, I'll tell you what it is after I pour it. Look at the pour here. Absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, so from Tannenbaum's, this is their pineapple, rosemary, and turmeric. Maybe that's your thumbnail. I don't know, we'll see. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. You know, when he told me that, he read a lot, and he read about different flavors and what pairs well. A lot of you have bought this. I've already had people say how good it is. But if you buy this, when you taste it, the flavor profile, you'll taste all of the ingredients, all of them. And they just, for some reason, they just have, I don't know, great ingredients, great flavor. They're not super hot, but they're so intelligently blended. So, it's so easy. Let me tell you something. There are certain, pineapple's hard to make dominant. Rosemary is different, turmeric's different. So they all have different strengths. So to put them in such a way that none's dominating the other, you know what I mean? And it's all just working is really a thrill. So when you taste this, you're gonna think about what I said about it, working in a library, reading tons of books about what pairs with what. You're gonna say to yourself as you taste it, wow, he's not kidding. Dude had it going on. What a delicious sauce though. With all of these sauces, like a lot of times I'll try a sauce and in the back of my head I'm thinking, if they just did this, it might make it a little bit better. There's no bettering these. There just isn't. He just nailed it. I should have asked him when I was with him, because I love asking sauce makers this. When we created Penango, it took us, 13 or 14 versions before we got it right. And like 2 and like 7 and 11. There's a whole bunch that were really good along the way. And it was hard, any of them would have been good. I think we arrived at the right one, but you don't know, I'd like to know how many versions it took for all this before he went, that's it. Knowing Mr. Tannenbaum, with all the voracious reading he's done about what pairs with what, he probably sat down and just nailed it. But seriously, I'm telling you right now, there's, if you don't buy this sauce, you're gonna, you won't regret it because you won't know what you're missing, all right? And thank God of that. Thank God you don't know what you're missing, because if you knew what this tastes like and you didn't have some, you'd bum out. Kid you not, you'd be bummed. Spectacular sauce. So in the description box, you're gonna see a link for Tannenbaum's Botanical Hot Sauce. They're in beautiful bottles. They're 8 ounces and not 5, because a woozy, I'm not gonna show you the name. This is a woozy, it's 5 ounces, okay? This is 8. The prices are great. They're incredible ingredients, and a master created them. So if you want a really great, I've said this before, these are the best fruit-based sauces I've ever had. I've reviewed a couple sauces, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sauces over the years. Right here on this channel, you can see these are the best fruit-based sauces, hands down too. It's not like it's a squeaker. Best fruit-based sauces I've ever had. There. And I mean it. So check out Mr. Tannenbaum and Tannenbaum's Botanical Hot Sauce. You will thank me. Right there is the pepper. If you click the pepper, you know what happens? Listen, the bus stops, the door swings open, you get on. You greet your driver, I say hi, you get them, take a seat somewhere, and we drive around, and I eat hot stuff. I'm just the driver. It's your bus. Get on it. Stay on it. If you don't want to miss a video, don't miss a video. Click the bell for notification. When you see a drop box appear, select all. But ultimately, if you just visit us a lot, you're going to miss nada. Right there, maybe the most important channel on YouTube, and there's, 57 million channels about? It's a channel about victory over addiction. And you know what's really funny? Someone emailed me and said, why do you say that in every video? Because I don't know. Every single video I make, somebody's seeing it for the first time. And somebody needs to hear this. And if you're that person, you don't need to walk through life with addiction. The opposite of addiction is not sobriety. You know what the opposite of addiction is? Connections. Because when you're in an active addiction, you separate, you wall yourself away from everybody and you become isolated. So the opposite of that, opposite of addiction is connections. And the Lifeboat is a channel run by my brother Tommy. And it's a channel where there's judgment-free support. There's tons of connections. And what you'll see if you go there is, and there's somebody who's quit sugar, who's quit gambling, had sex addiction, food, and you name the drug. And the principles of being addiction are all the same. So you don't need to suffer through it. And you certainly don't need to do it alone. So if you or somebody you know, and I'm going to say this in every single video until I die, until I stop the channel, because it's that important to me. So if you or anybody you know has a problem, you can stop it. I do this all the time. There were shackles on these babies. Now they're not. I owe so much of it to my baby brother. So go there if you have a problem. Beat it. More videos here. Let's have a great day, everybody. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.